Hey, it's Safer. My wife was encouraging me to make more videos of wood turning. Um, we both enjoy sitting around watching videos of wood turning. It's very satisfying. So um, I already did one bowl from this branch from our apple tree. So I'm going to do something else from the same branch. And I figured I'd Facebook Live. So here we go. Bear with me. I've never had the camera at this angle before. Let's see if I can, yeah, that's good. All right, there we go. All right, so these are three remaining pieces from a branch from our apple tree. Um, it had a crack in it, so I went ahead. The crack was substantial right here. So I went ahead with chisels and I split the whole thing, and then I cut it up on the table saw. Not sure where this piece came from, but these are all from the same branch. So what I'm going to do right now is I'll probably make like tiny little cute little saucers out of this for a bowl that I create. I'm going to create another bowl out of this one. It also has a crack here, but that crack does not go all the way to the bottom. So if that one becomes a problem, what I'll do is fill it with epoxy. That's called stabilizing. So what I'm going to do is treat this as the top of a bowl. This surface will be the top. That starts me off real nice with a rounded bottom. So the first thing I do, if you notice, the cross section of this is basically rectangular, almost square. So that makes life real easy with this tool to help me find the middle of it, like this. You know, it doesn't have to be precise middle because there's no way in the world the center of this is going to be the center of mass, which is what I'm concerned about, putting it on the lathe. And this piece is small. I mean, I turned the entire log this morning on here. It was kind of nerve-wracking. I kind of wish that I had filmed it because I did end up making something cool from it. So doing that kind of gives me the basic, I can see that this is kind of the geographic center. And what I'm going to do here is mount a faceplate on that section. So I'm going to go into my bag of lathe tricks, and I'm going to use this device that screws on here, and I'm going to drill some holes in here. Bear with me a sec. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Sharpie. I'm going to approximately put this over the center by eye. And I'm just going to make four little spots here with the Sharpie. And I'm going to drill those. Not too deep, because the screws I'm using are going to be a bit shallow. But between the four screws, that's going to be enough to give me a really good hold on this piece of wood. So I'm going to go ahead and drill these. Also, this wood is very soft, so even just with a starter hole, my dog is kind of annoying, isn't she? dog. Shut it. Yeah, that's right. You. At least she understands Scottish. All right, let's see if that's enough of a hole. So sorry for the mess here. I am saving this apple wood and I'm going to have a lot more of it in a few minutes. And what I'm thinking is that, what I'm hoping is that one day in the future, I may be able to use that sawdust to make maybe some liquid smoke from apple wood. There's a guy that I watch, a wood turner, that I love to watch on YouTube. And he, that does not look like the center at all. Okay. He does this thing repeatedly where he makes ice cream. He makes a bowl out of a certain type of wood, and then he makes ice cream that's made from the same tree. Like, for example, he got some sarsaparilla wood, and he made sarsaparilla flavored, basically root beer flavored ice cream. And he ate it out of the bowl that he made from the same tree. So I'm not going to, I was thinking maybe just at least with this apple wood, maybe I could do something like that and make some, I don't know, some apple pie flavored ice cream and eat it out of my apple bowl. So this thing's going to hold now. It's going to hold really well. And then since this is going to be the top of the bowl, I will get rid of those screw holes when I carve out the top. Now, I'm a little concerned that there's not enough wood here. I guess there's got to be, right? All right, we'll see. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to close up this box so I don't lose any parts. I'm going to take off this chuck. I'm going to wind it down a little bit and take it off. And then I'm going to put the faceplate, I'm going to mount that faceplate on here. Nice and tight. And now I'm going to put my, it's a weird sound. Yeah, I'm going to put my protective gear on and I'm going to start, well, first I'm going to take a sip of Pepsi. Because I'm dealing with a piece of a live tree that was just cut recently, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wear my entire face mask here. The problem with that is that well, you can't hear me talk as well, and oh, I don't have my mag glasses on here yet. So that kind of sucks. So I have to use this roughing gouge to make this square. So you may not find that very enjoyable to watch. I don't know. Oh boy, nice. You may not find that enjoyable to watch, so I'll understand if you let go, but here we go. It's gonna wobble quite a bit too. Those pieces coming off kind of hurt my finger right here. And this is wet wood, so in a few minutes it's going to get real hot and I'm going to get burns over here. So I'm going to put on a glove. My hand's already a little bit sore from not wearing this glove today. I can see that I've already come a long way. Look how much I've already taken off. 3/4 of an inch. So I got to move this in now. Why am I using a wrench? Because within several days of owning this lathe, the handles broke. But I still enjoy it. So I didn't send it back, but you have to use a wrench to tighten things down.
I can feel it's getting close to round, but I know there's still some flats in there. You hear that? That clatter means it's not round yet. Are you able to see the shadow over here? The horizon? That tells you how close I am to a round piece of wood. You see over here, it's not a solid image. There's still, it's not quite round. I'll do that with a different tool. Still have a flat there. I think I need to resharpen this. It sounds like I have just a slight flat there. I'm going to take a look at it. Now I'm glad I looked because we are beyond round now. So now I just need to round this part off. This was the curve of the outside of the branch. This is the curve of my cut. So I'm going to do that with a bowl gouge. Bowl gouge. Where's my bowl gouge? Oh, here it is. Let's see what we do here. Oh, you know what I need to do? I forgot. I need to put a tenon on this side. So I'm going to cut the bottom of the bowl here right away. First I need to adjust my tool rest. I'm going to use my skew to do this. I'm just cutting off any angled portion there. I need to put my reader glasses on under my mask, so bear with me for a sec, please.
This is gonna suck. Ouch.
All right, that's better. Yeah, that's not going to work. So I got to get rid of that part. All right, let's try that again. I think that's still not going to work, but we'll see. Ah, boy. Gotta go a little further here. potato chip. I'm gonna say that. Fool my kids. Let's see if we got a nice clean tenon. Yes, we do now have a nice clean tenon. And I can round this and start carving here. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's see. I'm kind of just designing this as I go because I'm trying to conserve the maximum amount of wood in place here. And rather than doing like a geometric survey of it beforehand on paper, I'm just going to wing it. But I am trying to conserve as much wood as possible. So for example, this curve, I just want to make just enough curve here to get rid of this flat. There's two flats left here that I want to get rid of. Beyond that, I'm not going to take any wood off. You can hear there's still a flat there. Still a tiny flat. It's about 1/10 of a millimeter deep, but I don't want it there. So I need to give it one. Yeah, it's just one flat. What was I doing to get rid of that? Let's see. Well, we got rid of it now. Good Lord, it's still there. I can't believe it. All right. This will get rid of it one last time. All right, that's gone now. So now I can start working on the bottom. I don't know if you know this, but whenever you make a bowl or a cup or even a flat plate or something, you can't have a flat bottom, because if you try to make just a flat bottom, it will always wobble. Even if you make it perfectly flat, the wood will have micro swelling and changes in the wood, and it will always wobble like a bad table. So you cut a rim in it like this, and then it will always sit on 3 points of the rim stably. Now you know. But I want the inside of the rim to be as flat as possible for my branding. So I'm pretty happy with that. Actually, what I'm going to do, no, I can't. There's no way I can get that on the outside of this chuck. It's just way too, ah, ah. It's just not going to happen. So I'm going to have some marks on my thing there, which kind of sucks, but okay, that's the way it is. It's the way the world works. I'm going to smooth this out. I still have a flat up here. Some cracks. I wonder what's going to happen with those cracks. I may fill those in with crazy glue right now before I continue. Like this. I think I want to fill that in. I'm going to do some cutting. Well, I'm going to fill this in. This is cyanoacrylic. It's basically crazy glue. Star Bond. I love it. And this is accelerator. So when you spray this on the crazy glue, it hardens instantaneously. So it doesn't go dripping all over the place. The problem is it turns a little bit of white foaming on the surface, but that's okay. I'm doing this before I cut. So I'm going to cut into that and it will be stabilized and clear inside. Same here. It's dripped all out the bottom, but it didn't drip onto the lathe. You see the smoke come off? See this white foaming? It's from intense heat, and yeah, it's only a problem if I'm done cutting. I'm trying to sand it away, but I'm going to cut this away. That's why I'm doing this now before I cut. Inside, it will be mostly clear. You hear my wife sneezing? Yeah, I think that's about it. So that crazy glue seeped into all these little cracks. Now, I just want to make sure, that no liquid crazy glue comes spraying off and hits my face mask, because that's how I ruined my last one. Okay, I don't feel any glue coming off. So I'm going to go ahead and cut now. I'm getting cramps in my hand. Yeah, that looks good. I just need to move my tool rest. the white part, I don't know if you can see that. That's the accelerated crazy glue. It's turned white. This is still the surface, but I'm going to have to dig in a little deeper and lose that characteristic, but at least it didn't break apart. I don't know. Maybe just sanding it will get it out. I'm not sure. God, I love this knot here. I wish I could keep that, but I don't think I can. Yeah, I got to cut it down quite a bit here. So this, I don't think this is going to be a drinking cup. This is going to be a ice cream bowl, another one. All right. Oh, man, I need to go slightly deeper here. Oh boy. All right. Now I'm going to have a nice clean upper lip on this. So, now it's time for me to start sanding this. There's still some whiteness here, and I'm thinking about cutting that out. Just this part. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm going to try and cut that out. Still pretty sharp. It's coming. I got rid of some of it. Some of it? Oh, shit, look at that. Oh, that sucks. This is a huge chunk of tear out. I heard it, but I didn't realize what it was. All right, let's see. What am I going to do here?
So what I'm going to do is fill that with crazy glue, but I'm not going to accelerate it. I'm just going to let it dry because it's going to be contained by the other crazy glue I put in earlier. It's like a pool, a reservoir that has crazy glue all around it. And the only place it can leak out is into the piece, which it won't make it out the other side. But I don't want to accelerate it because I don't want that white I guess that's why they give you multiple caps for this thing. I may have to get rid of this cap. Let's see if yeah, I have another one in here, but it's kind of soon to be using that thing up. Huh, what's that thing? Interesting. There we go. It's coming. There we go. Oh, I broke it. Look what happened. It broke. Well, I guess I have to use the other one now. Does it still pour? Yes, it does. I think it's going to take a lot of this crazy glue to fill that in. Because it is, as I expected, it's seeping down into the middle. So I filled up that little pothole and it immediately sank in about 50%. Oh, now it's holding. Shit. All right, I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to let that dry naturally and come back in about an hour. Then I'm going to have to recut that surface and then sand some more. I may even have to apply more crazy glue. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you in